Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
And now,
opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this.
Tampa Bay Rays.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Shane McClanahan.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
4-10.
Next pitch inside, and that's ball 1. Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses. 2-2. And there's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Out to short. Jump throw. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Matt Holliday digging in for the Rockies. Step off throw to first, and he's back in easily. First pitch doesn't find the zone. McClanahan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Next offering is fouled back. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. Todd Helton will hit next. In for a strike. 0-1. Doyle leads off first with 1 away. Now snap throw to first. And he's back in there. Out towards right center. That's well struck. DeLuca going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting fourth, right fielder.
So here's the opening day lineup for the Rockies. Chris, after 2 straight 100-loss seasons, What hope can you give Colorado fans?
Well, to be honest, it's hard to do, Boog. There's just no way around it. The NL West is a really tough division, and Colorado hasn't had a winning record since 2018. But their winning percentage did take a step in the right direction last year, and you can never predict how each new season's going to play out.
Larry Walker stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that is that. So one left for Colorado. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Ubaldo Jimenez. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on. But he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Strike two.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
On the ground, and foul ball. And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a good eye there.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next offering is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
2 outs. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He's got it, and that is that. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. We played an inning. No score. Second inning set to go.
Colorado,
and now Kyle Farmer.
Kyle Farmer.
McClanahan back to work. Just missed.
Outside.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
No score here in the second. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Spin, throw, that's 1. Now over to Pena, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now a chance for Ezekiel Tovar. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. That's a laser base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jacob Stallings. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. And a strike in there.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
You got 2 balls.
Tovar
1 strike.
up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And that is gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His first homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
We weren't sure it would ever land, and 460 feet later, it finally did as we get a look at StatCast.
Well, StatCast was invented for home runs just like this one, and he had some ridiculous bat speed on that swing, man. Everything was synced up. The backspin was incredible, and that's why it went a long, long way.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Lau at the plate.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That one not close. Now 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And here is Christopher Morel.
1-0.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here on opening day. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Batting 7th.
One down. Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Fastball for a strike. Tying run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. That one missed. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Right through there for a strike. And that's outside. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. The Rays creep closer thanks to the homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now here is Brenton Doyle. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So up next, Matt Holliday. Caught looking his first time up. And that chops in for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield. Well, opening day is an exciting one for everyone on the field, but there's some nerves involved, and if you haven't had a chance to settle into the season quite yet, the quality of play can sometimes be just a little sloppy, and I'm sure making an error right out of the gates isn't the...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A 2-run homer. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 4-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Todd Helton getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's
Ball
downstairs. Ball 1. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And a swing and a miss. Remember Mark Kotsay, who was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Walker in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his third of the game.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Two down, base is empty. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. And he's into second with a double. And, man, just shy of a homer on that one.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He hit into a double play his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Ball, that's it.
Bullpen movement for the Rays. Number 70 warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Boyle, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Morrell moving under it, brings it in, and that's the third out. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. As we go to the last of the third. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Johnny DeLuca. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh.
So the Rays batting order turns over. And stepping in for the Rays, Josh Lowe. In there for strike one. Lowe, in his third season, hitting leadoff in today's game. A former first-round pick back in 2016. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
DeLuca gets his lead at first, nobody out. That misses, and it's 2-2. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a foul out of play. Man at first, 1 away. Outside, 1-1. That catches the corner. Next
That's a
offering
ball.
misses. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Throw to first. DeLuca
Safe.
back in on a dive. Next
got a
offering is
full count.
downstairs.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring
No, that's a
position,
ball.
even if
Take
it's
the
a
bait.
swing and miss at the plate. Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really
Now
close
batting,
pitches,
the
and
designated
somehow
hitter,
Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right
Yeah.
now, I couldn't have done it.
Yandy Diaz now. First time up was a pop out. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. In the air on the infield.
Infield
And the
fly,
infield
grounded
fly
out.
is called.
Now batting, second baseman, Brandon.
And now it's Brandon Lau. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. First and second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. This one in the air. Helton. And that's the inning. So they strand a pair. 3 innings complete. It's the Rockies 4, the Rays 1. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark. John
Rockies,
Sciambi with Chris
shortstop,
Singleton. And
Ezekiel
set to lead
Tovar.
off the fourth, Ezekiel Tovar. And the first
1.
pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he hasn't
Ball 1,
quite
no
settled
strike.
in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Jacob Stallings now.
Now batting,
He's already
catcher,
homered here in this
Jacob
one.
Stallings.
And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside. Base is empty, 1 away here on opening day. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's
2 balls, 1
2-1.
strike.
And downstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Helpful.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, second
Tyro
baseman,
Estrada to the
Tyro
plate.
Estrada.
Grounded out his first time. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike one.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
2 down, nobody on. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They lead it 4-1. Back here at the ballpark,
And
let's check out the latest
for the
news
Rays,
from around the league.
First baseman, number 23.
Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Next one misses, and it's 1-2. In the air, left field. Holiday has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Christopher Morel. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Junior
Caminero digs in now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Slider clips the corner.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That's down and in.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering misses down and away.
2-2 to count.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, catcher, Danny.
So 2 down.
Jansen.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ball 1 there. And that one fouled off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. So 1 hit is all they get. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Rockies 4, the Rays 1. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Rockies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Inside, just missed.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
That to right. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Matt Holliday.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Matt Holliday. He's already homered in this game. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Popped up. Kim makes the grab, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, number 17.
2 outs, base is empty. So in now for Colorado, Todd Helton, 0 for 2 in this one. Ripped to short, in the hole, jump throw. Pretty nice play there.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Bottom of the inning.
And
now up for Tampa Bay,
Rays,
Johnny DeLuca.
Center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Jimenez back to work. Late swing fouled off.
Well, these Rays need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
0-2 is the count.
0-2 now. A little bit low.
Down.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Low. Now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
This one popped up. Helton under it. 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he
Up
tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ha-Sung Kim. He is struck out, and he is walked. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Rockies leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. The shortstop takes the ball.
Inside.
That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Nothing doing for Tampa, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
Now
the
a new
Rays.
pitcher for the Rays, Garrett
Number
Clevenger.
60.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now, Larry Walker.
Rockies,
This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Walker, multi-time All-Star, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. That clips the corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
Now
Nice line
batting.
drive to the pull
That's a
side
good
right
hitter.
there, but he
Kyle
didn't spin
Farmer.
off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Kyle Farmer, the next to hit. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here on opening day.
Ball. 1-1.
Next pitch
Inside,
misses.
ball
2-1.
Ball, that's low.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. That's in there.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
Walker on second. Farmer at first with no outs. The 0-1 is
1-1.
outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And there's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Just missed.
3-2.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. First and second, no outs, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
So they're all loaded up. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. 1 for 2. In the air, right side. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Fouled off down the right side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. Throw is offline and he scores. It's 5-1.
Now that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Estrada, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Low pulls it down, and that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Rockies 5, the Rays 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Just missed. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Walker brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fought off foul. Strike 2.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, number 23.
Carlos Pena next to hit for the Rays. A homer, and he's flied to left. Just missed.
Now, these guys
Count
definitely
1-0.
looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That's outside.
That's the ball.
And now 2-0. Loud, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Ground ball left side, could be two. McMahon to
That's
second.
out.
Double play.
He's out.
They can't seem to break through. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Rockies 5, the Rays 1.
Now pitching for the
Pitching
Rays.
change here. Drew Rasmussen.
Number 57. Drew Rasmussen.
Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle.
Center fielder, Brenton
I think when you
Doyle.
contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
0-1's the count.
And that's
Ball, that's off the
outside.
plate.
And now it's even 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air, and that will drop foul. Swings and misses. One away. So digging in,
Now
Matt
batting,
Holliday.
left fielder, Matt Holliday.
That misses. 1-0.
That's ball 2.
One out, base is
2-0.
empty. That one fouled off. High fly ball out to center field. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 17.
Todd Helton digging in for the Rockies. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball 2.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rockies 5, the Rays 1. Welcome back. Taking a
And
look at
leading
our
off
game
for the
summary.
Rays, left fielder, Christopher Morel.
That one
Ball, that's
outside. And that's ball 1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
The Rockies leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Gets under and pops it up. Helton makes the play, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Danny.
2 down, bases empty.
Jansen.
Danny Jansen next to hit for the Rays, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And that skips in the dirt.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And they'll do it again. Swing and a ball popped up. Helton makes the play, and it's out number 3. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Rockies 5, the Rays 1. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Larry Walker.
Larry Walker.
Rasmussen back to work. Swung on, belted. DeLuca going back. And it hits the fence. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Walker coming home. The relay. It's offline. The run comes in. And the lead is up to 5.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Next for Colorado, Kyle Farmer. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th. And the batter now, Ryan McMahon. He swings and fouls one off. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Ezequiel Tovar. There's a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, catcher Jacob Stallings.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jacob Stallings. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 6, the Rays 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jimmy Herget.
Now pitching for Colorado, number 44, Jimmy Herget.
And now
And
it's going to be
leading off for
Johnny
the Rays,
DeLuca. This
center
guy
fielder,
can absolutely
Johnny
fly. I think one of the faster
DeLuca.
players in baseball. First
Nope.
pitch
Ball
just
one.
misses. Meanwhile,
1-0.
activity in the bullpen. Justin Lawrence getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Josh Lowe. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Outside low, and 1-1. Lifted in the air, right field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are
Now
really fun to
batting,
make.
shortstop Ha-Sung Kim.
And stepping in for the Rays, Ha-Sung Kim. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Estrada tosses to first, there for the out. Runner scores from third. So 2 down now, and here is Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
That one inside, ball 1.
That's a ball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound,
Now
Manuel
pitching for the
Rodriguez.
Rays, number 39.
So in now for Colorado,
Manuel
Tyrell Estrada. 0 for 3 in this one.
Rodriguez.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball one. That one
Nope,
missed.
that's the ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Number 70 appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Boyle also throwing. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And it's fouled away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Back to the top of the order. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Just missed. Rodriguez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 28 years old. And he's a native of Mexico. Hit in the air, right field, low. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Next for Colorado, Matt Holliday. This one lifted in the air, left field, Morel. 2 down. Next to hit for the
Now
Rockies,
batting,
Todd
number
Helton.
17.
Pickoff throw. Estrada
safe.
dives back in safely. And first offering is fouled off. That one missing
Back
inside. Estrada off of first with 2 away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Just
Ball
misses
2.
with that one. Cut on and lifted in the air. DeLuca makes the grab on the run. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Rockies 6, the Rays 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Justin Lawrence.
Now pitching for Colorado, Number 61, Justin Lawrence.
Brandon Lau
And leading
now at the
off for
plate.
the Rays, second baseman, Brandon Lau.
That one catches the zone. 0-1. And a sweeper misses for a ball. That's outside. Ball 2. Just off the outside edge. Up the middle. Fires over to first. Lau out on the play.
Now batting, number 23.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Carlos Pena. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, left
So
fielder,
next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel. 1 for 3. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The Rockies leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Just missed. And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-1. Just off the inside edge. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Justin Lawrence won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for Colorado,
Scott Alexander comes out
Number
trying to close
52.
it out. A chance at his first
Scott
save of the
Alexander.
year. Two on, one out. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. This one popped up right side. And the infield fly is called.
Up next for the Rays, catcher Danny
Last chance for the Rays. And now the catcher for the Rays, Danny Jansen. First pitch misses. On the ground to third, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rockies collect their first win of the season.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.